Whoops. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Filling in the Gaps. I am Flojo. Shout out to everybody that's already in the chat. Who do we have here today? We have Marissa is in the house. MacDizzle. Miss Dizzle. It's crazy that both of you guys have Dizzle in your names. MacDizzle and Miss Dizzle. Miss Dizzle Dinger. We got Della Dank, Catalina. And Catalina, we're supposed to collab. We got to set something up. We definitely got to set that up because we've been talking about it for a minute. So we definitely got to we got to do that soon. So what do we want to talk about today? This is really just a live on the fly, and I'll probably do this for, maybe about an hour or so. Let's kind of talk about David. What do we know from David? Actually, what I've been enjoying and what we've done the past couple of episodes is that we've been going back and we've been rewatching some of the interviews that SF has done and some of the interviews that David has done. And then we just kind of been catching up and talking about it, right? Because, with some of the stuff that's come out, we thought that it was a really good idea to kind of revisit some of the stuff that has already been talked about to see if, there were signs or there was something that we may have missed, and then talk about it a little bit more. I see that some of the people that are in the chat right now are turning up. So turn up for y'all. Anyways, what's going on, you guys? So let me get out of this. We are going to let's go to the Reddits, right? Because the Reddits have all of the juicy stuff. And then if you guys have a topic regarding this case that you guys do want to talk about, oh, Miss Dizzle. Okay, that's a great idea, right? We can definitely go through some of the tweets that SF Investigates put out and see if there was anything kind of telling or something that we could revisit. There was a post that went up about 4 hours ago that says, has there been an official announcement made from the LAPD regarding a grand jury and indictment? Now, some of the rumors that have been going around is that the recent investigative grand jury may not have been a grand jury at all, right? So this may have been just a regular grand jury where they can potentially put together some charges for an indictment. Now, obviously, you guys got to take that with a grain of salt, right? Because it is TMZ that's reporting. They have been a very credible source, for upwards of about 20 years or so. And there's been a lot of kind of back and forth regarding this case, between who's right and who's wrong. And some of the reporting, obviously you guys know that earlier in the month, past 2 months, that there's been a little bit of a back and forth between some reports that have come out with the medical examiner's office and the LAPD. They've kind of been going, back and forth with what is right, what is wrong. So let's see. We can go ahead and pull up. I want to take a look at. Some of y'all are going to hate me, but I want to take a look at Nancy Grace's interview with D4VD. So here it says, this is what. Which one do we want to watch? Let's go. This one's a little long. This one's about 44 minutes. So we might be able to. And she's got like hour shows. Let's see. Let's go to the very first one. I think it's the one that she has. Yeah, let's go with this one.
Breaking news.
SF posts are always juicy and too mysterious. Yeah, he really loves just dropping these breadcrumbs. See, I just got another notification about a Reddit that said David's entire circle knew his 13-year-old girlfriend. Confirmed. So I'm going to look that up too because I do want to see what that's all about. Oh, it's a video from Trapmore Ross. So I don't know. Maybe we can react to that too if you guys want. You got that too, Miss Dizzle? Everybody's got the Reddit alerts, huh? All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and watch this Nancy Grace. We're gonna watch this back, right? See if there's anything telling, anything new. Um, yeah, let's get started.
Tonight, D4VD,
D4VD.
aka David Anthony Burke, the artist known as David's alter ego, Pain, has emerged after a Japanese anime he created.
Trap Mole Gang.
His own alter ego that he has come up with is Pain. This as the Tesla key card
like a
to
mess.
his Tesla.
I'll be right back,
is
you guys.
found
1 second.
hidden in a gutter. Why? Who hides their car keys or their key card in a gutter and leaves it in that trunk of that Tesla? A little girl, Celeste, just 13 years old when she goes missing, body in his trunk. Tonight, no arrest. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. Tonight, the conspiracy theorists' online sleuthing has exploded with literally dozens and dozens of theories, all centering around one thing: the SOD defense. Some other dude did it. But before we wander into the fantasy land of what might have happened, let's talk about what has happened. As we go to air tonight, we learn the key card to D4VD, aka David Anthony Burke's Tesla, the one with the dead body in the front trunk of his very expensive luxury Tesla. That key card to that Tesla. Whoa, there you go. Why is it hidden in the gutter? Joining me in an all-star panel to make sense of what we are learning, straight out to Christina Gonzalez, joining us, award-winning investigative reporter, Fox 11 KTTV, joining us from this jurisdiction. Christina, why is the key card in the gutter?
And, you know, keep in mind, and to be fair, there's like 3 other Teslas on that block. But I have a Tesla. I know where my key card is, and I'm not living in the gutter.
Dave Mack joining me, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Where was the key card found? It reportedly goes to David Anthony Burke's Tesla. And why is it in the gutter? What do we know?
Well, we know that it was found by a neighbor, and it was found in the gutter. And the neighbor actually picked it up, Nancy, and turned it in to police. But as is the day and age, he posted it, or she did, onto Reddit, where everybody was able to pile on and talking about the relevance of finding a key card for a Tesla that had a teenager's decomposed remains in it.
I'm going to follow up with Steve Fisher in a moment about all the dust on that Tesla and what, if anything, it means. But let me stick with the key card first. Joining me is Scott Eicher, digital forensics expert, founding member of the FBI Cellular Analysis Survey team, who is an expert in Teslas and their key card. Now, according to reports we've gotten, Scott, and I'm waiting to confirm this, that key card goes with David Anthony Burke's Tesla. If not, I'm sure we'll find out. Explain to me the significance of that key card.
Yeah, I have a Tesla, and when I bought the car, it's a 2002 Model Y, they gave me 2 key cards. They look like little credit cards, and you put it on the center console, and you can.
So just to kind of recap, right, there was a random person, I don't know if they were a Redditor or someone on social media or just a random person who wanted to just be nosy and investigate. And, hey, Felicia just gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Felicia. And if you receive, Art Deco Rose received it. I don't know if Art Deco Rose is in here, but yeah, if you received it and you are in here, please make sure you thank Felicia for that gifted membership. Let's go. I'm gonna have to steal that from Mark. Let's go. Just kidding, Mark. But yeah, this person found a Tesla key card, and it seems to have been placed in the gutter or dropped in the gutter. I know that this person did turn this into law enforcement, LAPD. Unfortunately, none of us know what is going on with this Tesla key card. We don't know if it belongs to anybody. So I don't know. I'm very curious. Do you guys think that this Tesla has anything to do with David or the property that he, you know, or does this Tesla key card belong to somebody who was staying at that property? It's very odd that a Tesla key card was on that side of the road because if I'm not mistaken, that side of the road is no parking. And normally those streets are really really like small, so it's like a one way. They're thin enough to be one ways, but they're two ways. So I'm curious because there really is no parking on that street.
Start your car. Most people hide those away. I put those in the safe at my house because I don't need them because I can use my phone once I set it up correctly to drive, open, and review all the camera stuff on my car. So the key cards are important initially, but then most of the time they're hidden away for when your phone dies or something like that and you need to get into your car.
Guys, just look at that. We're getting that from Steve Fisher Investigates, and the shot of the Tesla key card is from Run It Back 777 on Reddit. Scott Eicher, can't the key card be loaned out? Like if you want someone to borrow your car, you could let them use the key card?
Yes, you can. You can, and because it doesn't have a name on it attached to it, it just runs the car when you need it to. So you can give it to a valet if you wanted to, or you could give it to your son if he's not, already set up to use the car with his phone. You can give that to anybody.
So this is a photo of where the actual key card was found, and if I'm not mistaken, it was literally right here in the actual gutter when they picked it up. If this key card really does belong to David, this person did pick it up with their bare hands, so not a smart thing to do if this is, potentially some sort of evidence, right?
To use that to drive that car.
I'm going to circle back to you in a moment, Scott Eicher, because I want to find out everything I can about the Tesla nav system and all of the cameras. Teslas give you a 360-degree view all around the car, and it goes into a USB stick. Now, where's the stick? Will the car operate without the stick? Has the USB stick been removed from that Tesla, from Burke's Tesla? Is what's on the stick also recorded in the cloud? Isn't it true, Christina Gonzalez joining us, Fox 11 KTTV, that a raid was conducted on Burke, a.k.a. David, a.k.a. D4VD's home, his mansion, now I know valued at over $4 million, and a lot of digital evidence, computers, digital equipment.
Christina Gonzalez, man, I remember watching her when I was a kid on Fox 11. It's crazy that she's still reporting.
Taken out of the home. Isn't that true?
Yes, they took quite a bit of computer equipment and electronics. That is confirmed by
Scott Eicher. If this key card had been damaged by the elements, you saw it, right? It looked wet. It looks degraded. Can that be rehabilitated to make sure it belongs to Burke's vehicle? And what, if any, forensic evidence can we get off that card? I mean, I'm telling you, if somebody threw away the key to my minivan, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, but I would find it. That shot from Run It Back 777 on Reddit. Go ahead.
The key card itself is like a credit card. If it's broken, damaged, yeah, it might be a problem identifying it, but it's like a programmable credit card. And just like anything else, you can get some forensics off of it. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem other than the elements that are on it. I doubt someone hid it in a gutter. I haven't seen the picture of where it was found. It's more likely someone dropped it if it's in like the gutter of a street. But you could definitely get some information from that credit card or that key card.
I want to remind everyone that as we go to air tonight, David Anthony Burke, a.k.a. D4VD, is innocent in the eyes of the law, and he remains innocent unless the presumption of innocence is pierced and overcome by evidence that proves him guilty. Josh Colesrud joining us, veteran trial lawyer and former U.S. attorney, founder of Colesrud Law Offices. Josh, thank you for being with us. This would not be the first time that a killer has thrown away evidence thinking nobody would find it until they do.
Well, that's right. But this is certainly odd, just like other pieces of evidence in this case, are odd. And what I don't like about this, if I'm a prosecutor.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. This is Yoshi. He is my little Shiba Inu mix. And we have some emojis that I just created. There you go. Jad dropped them in the chat. So feel free to use the Yoshi emoji anytime you guys want to see your buddy. This is Yoshi. Here you go, buddy. Say hi. All right, y'all. Back to the show.
Computer is that the LAPD missed it. I mean, they're the ones that were searching the home where David was living, and they were supposed to have gathered all the necessary evidence. If I'm the prosecutor, I'm going to be pretty mad that they missed this. Now, a defense attorney is going to come in and say, chain of custody. How do you know that this wasn't placed after the police officers were there? How do you know that this isn't somebody setting up David? I'm not going to be happy about it. Also, maybe if they would have found the key card when they actually searched the house, they would be able to search it and get more material and forensics.
Put them up.
Well, I can answer that, Josh Colesrud.
Put them up.
Because it wasn't in the house, because it was thrown in the gutter. That's why they didn't find it in the house.
Well, there were certainly, 20 detectives around there, and you would expect them to search the
you guys,
area.
I'll be right back.
The
Let me just feed him
only
really
found
quick.
150 feet away from the house. I mean, it was within a half a block away from that house. Why wouldn't they just check around, look in the gutter, look in the bushes to see what, if any, evidence would be around there? It's standard operating procedure. The fact that a Redditor found this on their own is embarrassing.
Let me correct your statement, Josh Colesrud. You stated that the Tesla belonging to Burke, a.k.a. D4VD, a.k.a. David, was found 150 feet from the home.
That's what I read.
I believe you meant to say was the Tesla containing the little girl's dead body was just 150 feet away from Burke's home. It's not just a car. This is a car containing his girlfriend's, allegedly, dead, dismembered body in the front-facing trunk. It's not just a car. It's not like he's getting a citation, a traffic ticket, which he did. There is a dead body in there 150 feet away from his house. The car was not reported stolen. She was not reported missing by him or his entourage. Why?
Well, that's the crux of the issue. If the evidence was so compelling that David did this, why isn't he charged? And the reason why is they don't have direct evidence that David did this. I mean, what's really strange about this, Nancy, is, he would have to be one of the dumbest people in the world to leave the body of his girlfriend in a trunk of his car yards away from his house.
Are you actually stating too dumb to be guilty defense? What,
well, look
are
at the
you actually
as well.
using that? People do dumb things all the time.
Put them up.
Criminals
Put them up.
are not that smart. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in jail. Go look. You're joining me from Phoenix, Arizona, correct? Go look at the county jail. You think those people are smart? They're not. That's why they're in jail.
So part of what the media is doing is saying how smart David is by foreshadowing in his music what he did in this case. Well, if he did that, he has some intelligence.
I'm sorry, I just chose. Did she just? Because that's not what I'm saying.
Did she?
I'm not saying he's clairvoyant. I'm saying that possibly, just like Scott Peterson predicted it would be his first Christmas as a widow, and then boom, it was. I'm not saying that D4VD, a.k.a. David Burke, is clairvoyant, that he foreshadowed these events. I'm saying that they mirror what's going on in his mind.
Well, a lot of people, maybe not you, are saying that this was his motive, that the music that he produced somehow shows his motive in this case. And if that's true, if he was dropping hints and foreshadowing, then obviously he has a lot of intelligence for doing that. So if he has a lot of intelligence, why would someone
Hold on, you guys. Let me
leave
just
a
fix this really
body
quick.
of their loved one, their girlfriend? I'm
Whoops.
not, there's
There you go.
other issues with that, trust me, in the trunk of their car. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And the more information that we get, it shows that so many people around him had access to that vehicle. We know that she may have been
Put
living
him
there
up,
while he was
please.
on
Put
tour.
him
Hey,
up.
you know what? Let me go back through all my TikToks I've amassed of all the conspiracy theories. So you're buying into some other dude did it and then framed him? So somebody else killed this little girl, Celeste,
I'm
goes
saying we
missing when
don't
she's
know.
13
We don't
with
know.
him. Gee, I wonder why. Somebody else killed her, partially dismembered her, put her in his trunk.
Could be.
What
It
is
could
that
be.
what
Yes.
you're actually saying?
Yes. Yes, it is. We do not know that's not the case, Nancy. We don't know that. We don't know it's not suicide. We don't know that she didn't overdose. We
Josh,
don't know
you
these
know what
things.
I
I
think?
think we know now.
We don't know that little green man from Mars didn't beam down and sneak into the house and drag her out and kill her and put her in his trunk, all to frame D4VD. Really? What is that? You're actually saying somebody tried to frame him?
I'm
Oh,
saying that
wait.
we don't
You know
know
what?
what
This
happened.
reminds me of the theorist that claimed O.J. Simpson's son really killed Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. Did you believe that too?
We had forensic evidence in that case that tied O.J. Simpson to the murder. At this point in time, we don't even know the cause of death. We don't know if it was strangulation. We don't know if it was a gunshot. We don't know if she was pregnant with David's baby. There's so many things
Oh, no.
that we do not know
We know
yet. And what
that
I'm
now.
afraid of is this going to be like Casey Anthony all over again, where the coroner is unable to determine a cause of death, and there's not going to be any charges or a conviction in the case because of that.
Hi, guys. The Fed has finally dropped
No.
interest rates, and that is great news. And started to take control.
Is Tesla. It is possible one of his friends killed Celeste and, in an effort to shift blame, placed her remains inside Burke's Tesla.
One of the many conspiracy theories that are populating online about who really killed Celeste. Let's just clarify one thing, too. Dr. Kendall Crowns, you know him well, the chief medical examiner, Tarrant County, that's Fort Worth, Texas. Never lack of business in that morgue. He is an esteemed lecturer at the Burnett School of Medicine at TCU, and he is the star of a new hit podcast called Mayhem in the Morgue. I just put it on loop this weekend and listened to every single one of them. They're awesome. Dr. Kendall Crowns, your podcast aside, is there any way this little girl died of natural causes and then what, chopped herself up and jumped into the trunk?
So no, the fact that she's been chopped up would argue against the fact that she died naturally. Natural cause, she could have OD'd and then someone panics and then cuts her up, but that doesn't make logical sense. Why not just call 911 or wrap her up
Who's
and dump her
giving a little
somewhere?
13-year-old girl drugs?
That would be
You think
her
that's
people she's hanging out
natural
with, which
causes?
would also be a problem. Oh, I don't think that's natural causes at all. That would be at best an accident, but due to the fact that she's being given the drugs, you could argue that it's a homicide as well. So there is no way she's ending
when
up in
you
a bag
feed
in
a
the
child drugs and they die, that's
Nancy's
a felony. But you
crazy
know what? I'm
sometimes.
not going to attack you on that. I want your mind to stay clear as a medical examiner, not get bogged down in the law. That's why I have Coles Rude. Again, the dismemberment of this little girl, 13 at the time she goes missing from her home, which is a whole nother question.
Does he
Where
look
were the parents
nervous?
in this scenario? They report her missing once, she's brought back, and then she goes missing again. Says she's going to the movies with her boyfriend, David. David who? You think for 1 minute when somebody comes to pick up my daughter, Lucy, I don't see them at the door and smell them? Yeah. just like I do their school bus drivers and anybody else that's going to be around them. Yeah, I want to find out if they smell like weed or alcohol. Who is using drugs around this little girl? Why do we only know, oh, she went off to the movies with some guy named David? No. And then how long passes that nobody sees her or hears from her? Where were the parents in this scenario? That said, you were discussing natural or accidental causes. You know who you're reminding me of right now? You know? Jose Baez.
No.
Do you remember him? He was the lawyer, got $1 million book deal after that Kelly Anthony, a little tot girl, died naturally by accident in a swimming pool. And then her grandfather, this is not true, of course, and her mother, her bio mom,
That's
said,
true.
oh, let's just put her in a trash bag and throw her in a swamp. So you would actually go down the garden path, Dr. Kill?
David is guilty. Actually, it's funny because till today, people like Law and Crime, Nancy Grace, News Nation are still sharing some photos that are actually not even real photos. There are some photos out there, and if it pops up, I'll definitely stop it. But there's an image with David in like a black Spider-Man sweater, and supposedly Celeste is sitting right next to him. That photo is not real. That's an AI image, and you see it all the time using these interviews. But where do most of them come from? Some of them are some that the family submitted. Some have been ones that we found on people have found on the internet, just digging through social media. People have screenshotted the Discord, and yeah, I mean, the people have been doing their digging for a long time, so there's a lot of content out there, or at least photos of Celeste.
Little crowns of this little girl dies by accident, and then she's chopped up and put in a trunk.
Well, you can't put blinders on when you're doing an autopsy and just assume that they've been dismembered and that it's obviously a homicide. You have to go through all the processes and rule out things before you get to the conclusion of homicide. You can't just come in and say, oh, that's a homicide, obviously, because then you'll miss things that could actually be factual evidence that could give you the correct cause and manner of death than if you just put on blinders and assumed it was a homicide the entire time. You can't approach everything with the idea of the mindset of what the answer is before you've done the autopsy. So what I'm saying is there is possibilities. People react differently to stressors and do crazy things. I've seen that a million times before, especially when there's drugs involved, especially methamphetamine. But you never know what someone might do when someone ends up dying and they're famous and they don't know what to do and they get their cronies to come in and chop them up and dispose of the body. So who knows what happened? But I can tell you this, through the autopsy, they'll at some point figure out what happened. And more likely than not, this is a homicide because they cut her up and disposed of her the way they did.
Dr. Kendall Crowns, I've always held you in such high esteem. But I'm seeing you in a whole new light right now. And I believe that you've been spending way too much time on TikTok. And this is why.
If this is a setup, what a perfect person to put it on, right? He's got sad, depressing songs. He's got songs about murdering. He is the perfect candidate to set up and frame for a murder. But I think even the true David fans are really starting to feel
I hope that this doesn't get flagged.
With you.
I don't think David did it. I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. Y'all might get mad, but I really don't think he did it.
I really wonder, if she still feels that way.
I'm gonna be honest. David did not do it, man. David did not do it. Like, y'all need to spread the news, man. David did not do it.
I think it's safe to say that David did not kill nobody, bro. Didn't do it, gang. Yo, bro, just think about it, bro.
That is from @KillerA3. It is from @Curicio2, from @TaganHooks, and from @NKStacks, all on TikTok. I can't wait to look later tonight and see what Dr. Kendall Crowns has added. Maybe he will talk in a chipmunk voice, just like our last contributor. Maybe. But can we talk about the likelihood that someone murdered a little girl that reportedly was in a romantic relationship with an older guy, and that would be Burke, aka
Bought his hat on
David,
Amazon, Foxy.
who would have a motive.
This is the photo that I'm talking about. This is it. See, here it is again. This image is AI generated. It is not a real image.
To kill her, and why dismember her and put her in his trunk to frame him. You know, Karen Stark is joining me, forensic psychologist, TV, radio trauma expert at KarenStark.com. Karen, that's a lot of work to frame a young musical artist. Why? Why would anyone want to frame him? That's crazy talk. Do you remember Karen Stark when Scott?
All right, you guys. So I realize that this video is going to be a very long one if we just continue to let it play. I have a copy of a very detailed master timeline of everything going all the way back to 2005 regarding David. Is this something that you guys want to do? You guys want to go over this this document about the timeline, so then that way you guys can kind of catch yourselves up with everything that kind of took place, or maybe refreshing your mind about some of the things that we've probably talked about in the past? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys want to go through that detailed timeline. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Here, let's do a poll. How do I do this? Detailed timeline? All right, you guys. Y'all got to vote on it. I'm not deciding. We got 8 votes so far. All right. You guys asked for it. I don't know if we need to wait any longer. It looks like it's going to be 100%. All right. We're going to go ahead and end this right over here. We're going to transition all the way over to this right over here. So we're going to talk about this, okay? So we have, this is a little Google spreadsheet or Google Doc where we kind of put all of this stuff together. I didn't put it together, and I'm not going to take credit for it. Ginny the Ween on Reddit. If you guys have been digging through the Reddits, you guys follow the Reddits, Ginny the Ween put this together. I've taken a few things and I've added a little bit to it. But we'll kind of go through it, right? This thing is about 19 pages of the timeline of this guy named David, right? So 2005, March 28th, David's birthday. He was born in Queens, moved to Houston at age 8 and homeschooled, moved to Hollywood Hills Rental, which is the 1368 Vareo mansion in February of 2024. Now we're going to kind of just jump around and skip. So September 7th, 2010, Celeste Rivas Hernandez was born. We do see here that in November 17th, 2020, there were calls for police services to Celeste's address. So that's 2005 all the way to 2020, right? In 2021, it was reported that David met Celeste on Roblox. So, and as much as possible, I want to say that most everything that is on this document has been, I'm going to call it internet verified, right? Because the internet sleuths have done their job and investigated all of this information, right? So I'm not going to say that this is all verified and correct information, but we're going to read this timeline and then you guys decide what is true, what's not. So we ended the poll. Looks like we're going to be doing this this timeline. I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background, you guys, because I need music. All right. March 28th, 2021, David turned 16. And so in August 28th, 2021, there were calls for services to Celeste's address. September 7th, right? September 7th is going to be a date that you're going to see pop up a lot, right? And September 7th is Celeste's birthday. So 2021, she turned 11. David turned 16. So David was 16 years old. Let's kind of turn this down just a little bit. Let's see. So 2021, 16-year-old David met Hello Kitty girl Celeste at 11 years old on December 21st, or maybe December 2021. David meets Celeste online and begins grooming her. Okay, again, these are not my words. And all of this is alleged, right? December 19th, evidenced by TikTok song Runaway was released December 19th, where he warns a girl about his issues and flaws and begs her not to run away from him. December 21st, 2021, a song called Runaway released, evidenced by TikTok song released on 12/21/21, where he is dreaming of a girl. Let's see, David and Celeste met on Fortnite. This was early 2022, right? So it looks like early 2021 is when they met on Roblox. 2022 is when they met on Fortnite. David's about 15 or 16 years old at the time, and Celeste is about 10 or 11, as well as friends confirmed that they met on Fortnite. It's pretty crazy, huh? 2022, it's about 3 years ago, right? Decide and Romantic Homicide and Possessiveness. I guess these are just titles for all the days that took place. Let me see. Am I missing anything in the chat? That word is so cringe. Which one? Grooming, groomed. But Celeste has a late birthday, so he'd turn 20 long before she turns 15. You're right. You're right, David. Jake. Sorry, not David. Jake. You're right, Jake. So let's see. So a lot of these are just TikTok songs that were released. Celeste is 11. There's a song called Decide. TikTok song release 5/3 of him complaining about a girl devouring his soul and threatening to kill her. What was the name of this song? May 5th, evidenced by TikTok. That song ended already. May 10th. Let's see. David tweets, "Take me back where I belong. David and Celeste make up and or begin dating online." So look, right here it says, okay, this is a big gap though. This is about a 5-month gap. So it's either May 10th or October 5th. So I guess they're trying to determine, what the date was. It could have been mixed up, right? David tweeted, "Take me back where I belong." As Celeste begin dating online, David shows the first signs of jealousy and possessiveness. On May 10th, by a TikTok song released on 5/10, where he accuses a girl of lying and says his thoughts about the girl are getting deadly. May 14th, TikTok. There's a TikTok video about how fast a relationship is moving. So let's see. Major fallout. TikTok song saying it is not about the money they have to separate. Shorty got the cake and describes shooting someone in the face. I think this is his way of saying he thinks Celeste is using money as an excuse for why she can't run away, when in reality it's about another guy. He wants to kill that guy. Let's see. I think fans were driven to him because of the murderous songs, because his more normal songs never charted. Very concerning. That's a good point. I mean, the songs that we had with like "Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't," "It Ain't No Fun," or "I Get Around," not romantic murmur stuff. "I Want to Unalive You." This is so weird. Yeah, it is kind of weird, right? I mean, it's what the kids like, right? I hear people poking fun at that music and calling it emo music. You know, again, you know, look at the last story that we just talked about a couple minutes ago in the other live. You know, story about a girl who offed herself. So I mean, not only can the kids relate, right, but they're also relating to the music. So I mean, you can understand why these kids are so drawn to this type of music, right? Let's see. David posted TikTok that says she left, but I expected it, and the song is what 12 Stout Street, which has lyrics that he's gonna go to prison for doing some shit, and the only thing on his mind is proving a bitch. Okay. May 21st, David responds to a comment asking if he's okay. He says, wasn't before, am now. I'm gonna... Okay, let's see. When did he create his Discord? I know if Della Dank's in here, she'll know. She'll definitely know, like, when the Discord was started. Let's kind of just skip down to here. Let's see. Romantic Homicide was released on July 20th. On the EP Petals to Thorns. Turns out this was actually released almost 2 months before Celeste's birthday. The music video was just uploaded on her birthday. Okay, Romantic Homicide slow version was released July 20th. There was a sped up version that was released on the 21st. And then on July 23rd, teases unreleased songs Beautiful Morning, which describes watching someone you love die. He continues dropping sad songs. Okay, obviously there was a Discord that was created, right? And, you know, apparently this is where a lot of the stuff kind of came down. 2009 was the last decent year of music that you recall. Not the 2010s. You don't like the 2010s music? Foxy says she listens to reggaeton, and I will admit some of it is straight trash, but always a banging beat. Let's see. All right, September 7th, re-released by Darkroom and Interscope in September 2022. Music video was released on 9/7. So again, we see 9/7 pop up, right? Not 6/7, but 9/7. The date on the YouTube video. So David releases the music video for Romantic Homicide, aka Celeste's birthday. Okay, so the song was inspired by the movie Up. September 22, Here With Me was released. Let's see, anything here more than just friends, David. Okay, so October 23rd. So this is when David goes on Discord and asks if Celeste is in there. And then she responds by saying, David, hi, David Bark, right? And then this is actually sourced from a screenshot from the actual Discord server. November 4th, David recaps his first trip to LA for music, possibly the first time he meets Celeste in person. Okay. He was definitely obsessed, says Mac Dizzle. David is guilty, said, and the girl killed in the video of Romantic Homicide has black curly hair too. Yeah, you know what? And I would show you guys these music videos. However, you know, the moment the lives end, they get copywritten so fast. And so you can't even like show photos of it because they'll definitely strike it down. Walt Disney should sue David for using the movie Up. It's crazy too, right? Because you know, you notice that he uses Hello Kitty a lot, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Hello Kitty is very, very strict when it comes to utilizing their products and using it for like marketing. So I'm curious to see if Hello Kitty is going to do anything with that too. I'm gonna have to look for them, Foxy. Let me see. Talking about the one where her hair is braided? That photo? Let me see. What other photos do I have? The one with her dark hair. I'm looking at the email right now. There's a lot. Foxy says, I think that's who's on the balcony that everyone kept thinking was Celeste. That's a good point. I don't know. I have to check to see if I have that photo too. I apologize, you guys. A lot of the media that I do have is so messy. They're just scattered in one of these folders, and I do need to clean it up. She totally looked like Celeste in many pictures and in that video she was in. I think there was a photo that was posted on Reddit today too of a friend that kind of it was a photo of a girl lying in the snow. She was in a dress, and I think it said, can I bleed right here? And then the reason why that photo was posted was because somebody liked the photo, and the person who liked the photo was Neo. People just found it a little weird. Why did he like a photo of a girl who was bleeding? Let's see. I'm trying to find some stuff that's just really worth talking about, so maybe we don't have to go through like every single thing. So 2023 is when David moves to LA and he creates the Itami alter ego. Okay, these are TikToks, Discord chats about gore. So we've seen those Discord chats, right, where he's talking about how he likes gore and how he watched cartel executions when he was 14 and he used it to desensitize himself. Right, so those were some screenshots that were taken out of the Foxy, I see you hopping in the document. What you got? You got something? All right. So Discord chats about gore. David performs in LA. And then on the 24th of February, he reveals this Itami alter ego character, right? So for those of you guys who don't know what Itami looks like, Itami is this character right over here, right? This is the real life Itami, right? And they don't have an actual anime version of it. But Itami is supposed to be his alter ego, right? And who's supposed to be the bad version of himself. Itami goes out and commits crimes and murders, and David is supposed to be the one who solves all of the crimes. Let's see, what else do we have? David moves to LA as seen in a TikTok on March 9th. Catalina says, sorry, Flo, was the Valentine's with Celeste 2022 or 2023? You're talking about the one where she ran away from home. I believe this was 2024. David is guilty said, Itami is also my profile, but the jail edition. Hell yeah. That's him right there, you guys. Right here. Itami, but the jail version with the orange blindfold. Okay, so March 14th, 2023, Zach Sang Show interviews David. Now, I don't think this was not 2023 because unless he did it multiple times, the person he dated her in 2024 as a minor. Okay, Discord user tells another Discord user named Anglisi messages him. He only adds underage girls. So I'm assuming these are some screenshots that were in the Discord. And they're saying, I know, right? And it says, I'm not joking either. Okay. David introduces Itami. On TikTok, a relationship woes pop up again. David posts some TikToks about being super sad with his girlfriend. So we're catching up to more recent times, right? And let's see. David officially releases the music video for I'm Here With You featuring Celeste lookalike. And we all know that David has this reoccurring theme to have somebody in his music video who is very comparable when it comes to comparing the way they look with our victim Celeste Rivas Hernandez. I just lost the chat for a second. Let's see. Plural. They said that he adds underage girls. Girls equaling plural must be more victims. And you know what? I think, if this thing ever goes to trial, I think that we're probably going to learn a little bit more about his behavior, his past, and they're probably going to reveal if there were more victims. And there's a dog barking. I thought somebody was knocking on my door. Yeah, I think, if this thing goes to trial, that we'll definitely find out one way or another if there were other victims. Here it says in June, on the 14th of June, David was 18 and was with a high school girlfriend. She was 16 years old in Texas, broke up to David going on tour, and his ex-girlfriend was in high school for 2 more years. So this right here, they're talking about a screenshot of a text conversation. I wish I had all this stuff to show you guys. Yeah, definitely, right? To the picture they're talking about and the TikTok link that we should watch and talk about. Okay. Did you resend it? Or did you put it on? Let me see. Here we go. All right, let me see. Open the image in a new tab. Open this image in a new tab. So here we have an image of Asia Collins. This was posted October 2nd. So this is recent, right? Hi, Instagram. I'm back. Also, it's Halloween month. So dark makeup and hair, all spooky season, I'm assuming. That's one photo. So what do you guys think? You guys think that we have Celeste vibes here? Yeah, so this was taken this year. So this was 2025, right? We see Asia. And then this photo was posted on August 28th of Celeste and David. So here's another photo right here. So August 28th, you can see that she's got shorter curly hair. I think this is a sweater that says withered. Foxy was saying that these are photos of not Celeste, but of Asia that look very similar. His weak ass. This is my 13th reason. Oh, that's really weird. 13th reason. Wasn't 13 Reasons Why a documentary about teens who killed themselves? I think that was her in the balcony. So David dumps his 16-year-old girlfriend for a 13-year-old girlfriend. Guess the other girl was too old. Let's go to this link that Foxy sent me. Let's see. Oh no. Here's a video. So I want you guys to pay attention and look. Let me see if I have a different video of it, because because this one actually has some audio that you can hear. Let me find it. Let me play this for you guys. No, it doesn't work. Oh, here, let me see if we can. Darn, it doesn't work. Look, I want you guys to pay attention to his reaction, right? So let me see if we can zoom in a little bit, right? You can see, let's kind of rewind this really quick. Look at his reaction to when he sees this girl, right? And I want you guys to pay attention to what he's saying, right? Because to me, I think he's saying, who does this look like? Who does that look like? Right there. So this is supposed to be like a person that people are assuming on the internet that this is a person who may have looked like Celeste, right? And when he sees her, he kind of freaks out and was like, "Oh, what the hell?" Right? Was Rob trying to play a prank on him? That's a good question. They obviously were talking about how she looks like, right? So if he's asking, who does this look like? Oh, look at, he's even pointing at her, right? Hold on. Let's watch this from the beginning because now I want to pay attention to Rob. Who does that look like? Who does that look like? Actually, I want to see something really quick. Hopefully. No, where is it? So here, look at this. Look at this comment right over here, you guys. This was posted a day ago. So I think it was actually posted earlier today. But they're playing a song. There's a song in the background playing. Oops. Where'd it go? Right over here. I don't know if you guys caught this. Gold digger. How's it going? So this is and I wish I could play the audio because I feel like the audio holds a lot of importance as to why she's posting this. But there's a comment here by Natalie that says, "When are they arresting you, baby?" And Asia responds and she says, "They aren't. And I hope that helps." Sharon. Look at all my members in here. What's up, you guys? How's it going? Some of you guys may have been gifted a membership. So I don't know who I know Felicia gifted a membership earlier. But if you did get gifted a membership, please make sure you thank them. I just really thought it was really funny, right? That here's a comment where somebody asks, when are they going to arrest you? Right? And Asia happily responds with, they aren't. I hope that helps. So when I read this, who is this? So this is Asia Collins. This is one of the girls that has been like in David's close circle, right? So in a lot of videos, a lot of the streams, there's a 4th of July stream that they were together. She normally had blonde hair in some of the photos that you may recognize her in. But Asia Collins is supposedly one of David's close friends. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she was working as his personal assistant at one point. Asia is either innocent or in for a rude awakening, David is guilty says. After reading this comment, what this tells me is that Asia probably attended and testified the grand jury. And I think that she gave them everything that they wanted to know. Exactly, Marissa. This comment to me screams, I got immunity already. So I'm curious if maybe she was potentially in line to get charged, right? So Foxy says immunity 100%. That just tells me you're a rat, right? But whatever. She's definitely trolling, right? Um and who was it? Was it you, Jake, last night that pointed it out? Let's see. I don't know if it was on Instagram or not, but Asia, I don't know if you guys remember, but Asia recently posted let me see, Asia Collins. So Asia Collins posted this photo right over here, right? I don't know if it was posted on this specific day, but this was posted a month ago. Asia Collins posted Oslo, Norway. Let's see. And Jake, I'm a share what you shared with me last night because I thought it was really funny, right? Let me just open this up on another window first. Withered tour schedule. I gotta find one. Okay, here we go. No, it's not clear. I'm trying to look for a clear picture for you guys. There you go. Open this image in a new tab. So here is an image. Let me see. Here's an image of the Withered schedule, the tour schedule. And you can see right here that the very first tour, the very first show of the leg of Europe, right? It basically says that it's in Oslo, Norway. And it's funny because I feel like Asia posted that photo just to really take a dig, right? Basically saying like, guess where I'm at and guess where you're not. I'm in the place where you were supposed to start your European tour. That ain't Neo with the blue wig, is it? No, the person in the blue wig that we've seen, there's only two people. There is Celeste. She had a ticket and couldn't get a refund. Basically, right, Catalina? Haha, David never made it into Europe. And she did, right? And I feel like you're going to start seeing a trend of Asia starting to post and clown or taking shots at David every day, right? So we'll see what she starts posting tomorrow. Let's see. What else do you guys have? What else do you guys want to talk about? I feel like that timeline kind of got stale real quick. I know Foxy's got all the good stuff. What else, Foxy? Marissa said, Foxy, but they still like each other's posts. I have seen Neo like some of hers and vice versa. Let's see. Let's go take a look. Oh, let's see with this video. Should we watch this video? It's a YouTube video. This is a reaction video. Is this new? Probably seems like a stuck-up bitch from her dating. Oh, yeah. Do you have the link to that dating show? How was that Hannah girl? How was she introduced to David's world? That's a great question, Catalina. That's one that I have to look into. Weren't you going to search up that Reddit notification flow? Which one? Which one? Yeah, my ADHD is just all over the place right now. I'm like back and forth. So many things I want to pull up, but I'm back and forth right now. Gold Digger said, here's the thing with immunity. You still have to testify and tell the truth on the stand. When testifying, any questions asked about your involvement concerning Celeste, you are required to answer. Yeah, Foxy, get it. Let me know. Chloe said, I would like to talk about your sleep schedule for tonight, Flo. I'll sleep when I sleep, you know. If I don't, I don't. It'll be New Year. No, you know, I should get some sleep because tomorrow is New Year's Eve, or in 45 minutes or 15 minutes is going to be New Year's Eve, and I'm probably going to party tonight. Neo has a lame comedy video on YouTube called Don't Judge. Required to answer unless the answer would incriminate you in your opinion. Okay. The notification that you first received. Yeah, this was it right here. This was the video that from that live or from the notification. So this was a notification that I saw on Reddit that popped up that said David's entire circle knew his 13-year-old girlfriend. 9 confirmed. So I clicked on this and it took me to Sauce Boy Top. I don't know if maybe Sauce Boy Top posted it on Reddit. And I also don't know if this is an old video. So what I'm going to do is go to Trapmore Ross and see if he has anything new. Trapmore Gang. Let's see. Oh, this is Trap Lore. We want Trapmore. No, so he doesn't have any new David videos. We could have reacted to it, but nothing new. Is David putting all his stuff back to make it seem like he never used them? What do you mean? We know that he had a burn cage, however, it was still in the box. So did he try to cover it up by putting everything back where they were to make it seem like he never or someone else touched it, because the chainsaw was wrapped up as well. So I think that this stuff is going to be... What do you guys think about this? I want to know everybody in the chat's take on the burn cage and the chainsaw, right? What do we all think about the stuff that they found at the house? My chair is making me sound like I farted. I think you might be right about her giving law enforcement hella info, though. Yeah, I mean, you know, and I saw this comment that she put today. This was something that she actually put out today. Was it this post? Right here, right? If somebody is alleging that you're gonna get arrested and you respond back and say, well, actually, they're not going to arrest me, right? That all that tells me is that you attended the grand jury and you gave them everything they wanted in exchange for you know, the testimony, or in exchange for immunity. Unless she really has absolutely no involvement whatsoever in this. And if Asia Collins is 100% innocent and has absolutely nothing to do with this case, I'll apologize to her, right? But then again, there was that screenshot where somebody asked her if she knew who this person was and could confirm that this girl was 13. And she said, get the F out of here. You're lying. Bailey Bombshell, crazy. Easier was to deal with the body. He wanted the experience. That's a great point. Maybe he wanted the experience to maybe potentially carry it out, right? Allegedly. I know I can count on Sharon to know the scoop. Sharon knows this case way better than I do. Hannah was brought in for an image change to move him in a different direction. In a music video that he speaks on it, he felt it was not really working when he left for his tour. Kalohi. Hey, Kalohi, welcome. It's been forever. Where have you been? How you doing? In the wrong direction. Has brother and manager pulled her out? Good point. I haven't really followed Hannah Bang that much, so I got to do a little bit of research. Some people say that she has something to do with it. I personally don't think that she does. You know, um, I know that they made a song together. I don't know if there's anything beyond that, right? I could be wrong. Maybe there's something I may have missed. Holidays, okay. Everybody's gotta enjoy the holidays. Goldig said, boom. Thank you. Always depend on your expertise. So what do you guys think? She posted this photo right here, right, in Oslo, Norway, as a dig. I think this was a dig. Where did we put it? Where did it go? Oh man, I lost it. I don't know where it's at, you guys. I lost it. Anyways, David's first leg of his European tour started off in Oslo, Norway. So I think that was just a quick dig at David. And it's going to be funny to see what she's continuing to post on social media, right? To see if she's going to be taking more shots. Did she respond to anybody else? No. Somebody called her a fake Latina. You fell off so hard. And she said, that's so fire. I'm surprised she didn't respond to this. Because I don't think she is Latina. Flo, could we dig, or maybe David was there too? Could be a dig, or maybe David was there too. I personally don't think that David has left the US. I really don't think so. I'm sure law enforcement has told him that he's got to stay where he is. He can't leave. And if he really wants to give off this image of being innocent, I think he's gonna listen, right? Or do you think that he's actually not gonna listen? Hannah is Korean. I think I knew that already, or did I? I don't know. Maybe I didn't know. Let's see what else is on the Reddit verse. So, David is likely to be indicted by the grand jury. So, this was posted, 2 days ago. So, they were saying that, the grand jury that took place, or the investigative grand jury that took place, or that has been taking place, may not be an actual investigative grand jury. And then it might actually be just a regular grand jury where they can come up with some charges to indict him. And I think, if that's the case, I don't know how soon we're going to be looking at charges being brought or an indictment to be brought up. I know that they did say that they have witnesses lined up for February. And obviously right now they're probably all off for the remainder of the week for the holidays. So they probably won't resume anything until the first week of January. Here we go. This is the photo that I was talking about. This is a person by the name of Noor Dabash. And it says, mind if I bleed out here, right? And so here at the bottom, you guys can see right here that this photo is liked by Neo the Asian, right? And as most of you guys know, Neo the Asian has also been that other person in their tight-knit group of friends who has been very, very low-key. He's been super quiet and really hasn't made an appearance anywhere. So a lot of people are speculating that Neo may have some involvement in the death before, during, and after of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So it's really crazy. But you can see here that he liked the photo, right? Like, what is Neo, the supposed second suspect, what is he doing liking a photo of a girl who's bleeding all over the snow, right? So they're just saying it's kind of weird that David's accomplice is liking this video. Mind if I bleed out here? But anyways, for this girl right here, if I'm not mistaken, there was a photo of David and Celeste where they're both wearing a black and gold do-rag, and in that photo you can see Celeste turn to the side, and you can see her engagement ring. Apparently they were at this girl's birthday party that they threw. This is crazy, like a movie. Shaking my head. Fame is the worst drug, they say. That's true. He must be into gore too. So you're thinking Neo is into it? It's possible. We don't really know much about Neo other than what has kind of come out the past week. What the heck, bro? Might be Celeste blood. Ooh, that could be a kink, right? We have... And then yesterday, very late in the evening, News Nation Brian Enton dropped a video with a quick interview that he did with SF Investigates, and they talked about the new... Well, it's not really new, right? It was an image, not even an image. SF Investigates did his little investigating, and he came out and said that there was also a chainsaw that was there at the house. So, whoops, wrong button. What was a chainsaw doing at the Hollywood mansion? No trees to trim, no experience. Jazzy said, I wrote a little theory around the burn cage in the Shark Fam chat. I was replying to Mark, but I tagged you if you want to read it on live. Where can I find it? In his chat? Do you remember the theory that you wrote? Because I'm very curious. If you can, send it here. I'm curious to know. Brian is my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. One of the only journalists I trust. And this guy is everywhere. I could have sworn that he was in wasn't he just recently at Brown University? On Discord. Let me see. You're gonna have to be more specific, Jazzy. Where? Okay, yeah, email it to me. So then it's a lot easier. I definitely don't want to pull up the Discords. Hannah Bang is Korean, Australian. Her brother is Bang Chang from Stray Cats. See, Sharon, you know everything. I swear I can just go to you for all the news. I want to ask you guys though, and I can hear myself getting congested. But I want to ask you guys, do you guys think that the chainsaw holds any significance to this? Because SF Investigates feels like there was this mischievous plan to maybe potentially use this chainsaw. Okay, so Jazzy sent me an email with her theory, and this is what it says. And Jazzy, you're okay if I read this, right? Let me just wait till I get an okay from you. Okay, David is guilty says 100%. Kalohi says, yes, I do. Chloe says no. But I have a feeling I know why Chloe's saying no. Kalohi, why do you think? Megan says yes. And do me a favor, guys. If you guys can Can you guys do me a favor and hit the like button? It's free. It takes a split second. I promise you, you don't have to pay for the like button. All it does is kind of just pushes this video out into the algorithm, gets it seen by other people. David is guilty said a chainsaw and a burn cage in the basement together ain't normal. Did they say that it was found in the basement? I know it was found in the house, but that would be crazy. They ordered options for getting rid of her, but the amateurs could not finish the task. So do you ultimately think that they were going to use the chainsaw on her and then place her into the burn cage? KVD got in trouble when he started talking too much. I don't think he had full immunity, and now he's being charged for Tupac's unaliving. Point is, stay off social media. Don't write any books, says Gold Digger. Catalina said, facts. Only 19 likes? Y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, please. No, I'm not gonna beg you guys. Y'all are the fam. Y'all are gonna do what you guys do, right? Y'all are gonna support. I don't have to beg you guys. Y'all are the fam. Y'all are gonna support me. So I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. We're gonna do this. But anyways, yeah. So they had the burn cage. They have the chainsaw. My question is if you're going to put out breadcrumbs, right? Why not just tell us everything that was out there? What is the point of putting out little breadcrumbs here and there, right? Is it just to give the world something to talk about, to ensure that Celeste Rivas's name won't be forgotten, right? Because I can guarantee you we're not going to stop talking about this until we find justice for her. So I'm curious. I am going to use the restroom really quick, you guys. I'll be right back. So do me a favor, keep the conversation going in the chat, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. Thank you guys for waiting. Chloe said because SF has no clue about any sort of actual theory and will continue to make random facts public if he thinks they make LAPD look incompetent. Bailey said, I'd like to know what size the chainsaw was. Imagine that little twerp trying to use anything bigger than a mini boss. Ooh, that's true. Magdilla says, so you don't think David is just trolling and being in chats to see what's up? Not gonna lie, I definitely think that he's out there. For somebody who was posting content every single day, making songs every single day, was on the internet this guy lived on the internet, right? It's hard not to believe that he's not on the internet. Look at this right here, right? This is an image that was posted December 21st, 4 days before Christmas. And look who's on the internet. Neo's on the internet, right? So they definitely both have to be on the internet watching this stuff. So let's say for a second Neo really was parking the Tesla. Okay, then at least 2 out of the 3 who went on tour on July 29th was involved. I find it difficult to believe Asia, who was there, that she was involved or had no idea for months what was going on. Yeah, I which is why I think, she testified and got immunity, right? Chloe, he was doing too much, blah, blah, blah. And now he's saying he didn't unalive Tupac. Dumb move on his part. And what do you call that type of immunity? Find it hard to believe that David is not amongst us. Nosy and lurking in the cut. When did the cars start getting parked and moved around? Apparently it was a very common thing for them to do. Move the Tesla and park it, down the street. Maybe because, there were so many cars that were going around. But also I think that anytime that he went on tour, they were constantly moving that car back and forth. I don't know exactly when, but I do think that could have been like early June when they received like one of the first tickets, if I'm not mistaken. Jazzy said a troll is a troll. Another interesting thing about Asia was her anonymous confession blog that encouraged her fans to confess things like cheating and murder. That was on her Twitch on July 17th. So when I'm gonna ask you guys, what is your timeline? When do you guys think that we lost Celeste? Let me see. So here, let me bring over this really quick and we'll just kind of take a pause out of that. January, Megan says January. So here, let me show this to you guys while we're on. So I recently was in Lake Elsinore and I went out to go visit the memorial for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And when I went, it was pouring down rain. I'm talking about on Friday. It was just really, really pouring. So wasn't able to let me see. So this is the parking lot. Let me see. Where supposedly the Tesla was parked right over here. This is supposedly the parking lot where there was an exchange of potential currency. The rumor going around where maybe David was paying off those teens. And you can see I didn't really want to show. So this is Celeste Rivas Hernandez's memorial. This was taken this past Saturday. So I went out there Friday and Saturday. Unfortunately, on Friday, this whole memorial was covered. Thankfully, it was covered though, because, um, the family put it up so then that way they can protect all of, the flowers and stuff that were left. So that's another photo, and I'll just kind of scroll and show you guys some of the photos that we took. So this was a card that I left there for her. So we went there on the 26th and the 27th. Unfortunately, the 26th. And you guys, my handwriting is so horrible, you guys. But it basically says, thinking of you and hoping your memories of special times bring you comfort. Holding you in our thoughts during this unimaginable loss. May you find the gentle light guiding you home. From Flojo TV, the Shark Fam, and one of our supporters, not Sydney Shea. She actually donated so that we can get her a little bouquet of flowers. So thank you to Sydney for donating. These were some of the flowers that we got her, that we left, and there were a ton of flowers there when we went to go visit. So I took my mom out there to go visit. She wanted to see the memorial, so we ended up getting her some flowers and leaving it there. One of our good friends, Mark the Shark, is also someone who frequently visits the memorial. I think he may have been one of the first people to put flowers out there at her memorial. Let's see. That's just another photo. Yeah, so this memorial right here is in front of, and I think it's in front of the apartment that we seen that video where she's arguing with her neighbors. The part where she was yelling with the neighbors and they were saying that they were Southsiders, etc. And I believe this area right here, this place to the left, is her actual residence where Celeste lived. MacDizzle, don't lie, my writing is horrible. These were some of the things that were left on the gate. You'll always live in our hearts. Rest in peace. Justice for Celeste. Nye Isaiah Jordan. Gold Digger, I actually don't think that there are any text messages from Celeste from 2025 that have actually come out. If anything has come out with text messages, and are you referring to the ones where she's texting Anissa? Because if that is the case, I think it was 2024. In my humble opinion, I believe that Celeste lost her life in January. Now, I know that they say that, this Santa Barbara trip happened in the early spring and it's really important. However, I do not believe that that was a time frame when she lost her life. I think that maybe this trip, whenever it was in Santa Barbara, I think it was a plan for them to maybe dismember the body and get rid of it before they went on tour. And this is probably where David may have had help. The question that I really have, though, is TMZ came out and reported that the person that was with David, right, supposedly was a person who helped him. So they're saying that David had an accomplice. What really trips me out, though, is TMZ stated that that person helped or was involved before, during, and after the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So what was the level of involvement before? That's my biggest question. What did that second accomplice have anything to do? Oh, look, you can see the baby shark right there. Who said that? Jazzy said that? I wonder if that was... Do we know if this is the one that Mark left? Shout outs to Mark. I don't like that video because we don't know the context of what the argument was. I originally thought it was released to make Celeste look bad. David, I agree with you. That was, if you guys remember the timeline, right? It came out on September 28th. September 28th was when that video came out. That video came out. September 29th, you had the ex-boyfriend come out, and that's when he did that interview with TMZ. And then they were talking about like, oh, how she lived in a disgruntled household. She was never happy, blah, 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 blah. And then on October 1st, that's when LA Magazine came out with their exclusive interview and said that David hires high-profile attorney Blair Burke as his defense attorney. So I think that was like a coordinated media blast, if you ask me. Mac Dizzle says everyone involved needs to be put under the jail. To me, before has no mean premeditation, maybe messages discussing it. Jazzy said, I think the SB trip was a scout trip to find a good place to dispose or burn the body. That's the Jazzy actually, that's very plausible, right? If you say it out loud, right? But and the reason why I say that's good is, because you don't live in California, right? It's a good thought. But anybody who lives in California, would know that there is no good place to take a body and burn it, and only for the reason that we just had these massive wildfires, right? From January 7th, almost a year ago, right? Nobody in their right mind would have taken a body anywhere up in the mountains and lit them up on fire. I'm going to read your email now. I totally got sidetracked. Hold on, let me pull it up. Because Jazzy shared her theory. All right, so Jazzy, this is Jazzy's theory. So it says, I think even if he was planning on killing her when it happened was not when it was supposed to happen. I think an altercation occurred and that she was killed. There's more to it, but if it was a sudden thing, that would explain to me why the stuff wasn't used. If I weren't planning on killing somebody, wouldn't I make sure all of my equipment to completely dispose of the body arrived before the murder? It makes sense to me. I have a much broader theory involving a broader timeline and thoughts on David, but I need to write it out before I come on live and speak. Anyways, it makes sense to me, though. I think that he always kept the body stored in the car to keep her close, but not too close, because he needed the body ready to transfer to the location so the body can be burned. It sounds crazy to bring the body back with you, keep it on her, but I believe his mindset was, I need to completely eradicate the body. No Celeste, no evidence, no questions. If she is completely gone, then I have the best chance to get away with it. So the murder happened suddenly, panic, and possible manipulation of the body for transport storage purposes, then orders the equipment. I told you, I think he has a weird control thing, possibly why the car was getting moved around, waiting for the burn cage and other equipment. So, what do you guys think about that theory? And Jazzy Jess, thank you for sharing. That totally makes sense, right? If you were planning to do this, why not get this stuff before? That's a great question. I just got an email right now. Let me take a look at this too. Aha. How many of you guys knew that Asia was in a dating game? Let's go ahead and
Today, one lucky bachelor is.
Oops. Okay, hold on. Let's. You found it. What did you find? How many of you guys want to watch this dating game that Asia was on? Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you for sharing this with you. Appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Foxy for finding this.
Other artists, or like you ride motorcycles or something?
I wish I rode motorcycles. No, I write for artists.
Oh, cool. What
You ever heard of Drake?
Oh, no, I write for.
So apparently there was a post that went on Reddit too that went up and asked, is it possible that Asia may have been writing or ghostwriting for David?
Artists.
Oh, cool. What
You ever heard of Drake?
Oh my
Drake.
god.
Drake.
Yeah, I just so happen to be Drake's ghostwriter.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Felicia, you're still awake?
Yeah, you know Aubrey? Like, is that your boy or what?
Yeah, that's bro. Oh,
Are you
God,
being
that's
serious? I
horrible.
can't tell if you're being serious. Or
No, I'm not Drake's ghostwriter. Please.
You're Bow Wow's ghostwriter.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, Foxy
3.
is hilarious.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh,
How are
you
you?
have a really lovely voice.
Thank you.
Do people tell you that all the time or no?
I do sing, so maybe when I sing, but not when I talk.
What about boy?
Eat an entire box.
Probably wouldn't guess by looking at.
Talk about
Guess this by looking.
Yeah.
And does
Have you seen that movie with Tom Hanks? Yeah.
that reminds me?
That's right. Twigs on.
Is
Sorry guys, I just want to kind of skip through this.
you know what version? Trust me, you'll never get.
Right now? I told you I can't. You don't look. Wow. Okay. That's wild.
Will, what do you think?
I mean, there's obvious glow up. I'm sure people have told you that every single day of your life.
And then look, no more pimples. Started taking care of my skin.
Hey, you look where you
Look
graph.
ugly.
Oh.
What do you? Oh, you're covered head to toe.
No one's saying that.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, zip your whips.
I saw nothing.
Yeah, she's covered head to toe. Asia, how would you rate yourself at the time this photo was taken versus right now?
I'm gonna try and be generous with my younger self and say a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we needed some improvement. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I think now I'm definitely a 10. Like I want to say it confidently.
Hey.
For sure.
Wow. I love the confidence.
Yeah, it's needed.
Number 3. Want to help me out or what?
It starts with that.
No, I'm
Believe.
beautiful.
Fixed.
Verse.
I thought I would.
Hey, I would bump that to like an even 9.
Probably get my
She's giving
frizz
pick
under
me.
control.
Sure.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's
that was incredible.
You got it.
Wait.
He's almost there.
Wait.
It starts with an M.
You're thinking of the next girl. You're thinking of the next girl.
With an M.
Number 4. You
Yes.
did forget the number.
Me.
Count to
4.
Me.
Maria.
Marissa.
I got the ma.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let it slide once.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Excuse me.
Hey, Cynthia.
Starts this off. I swear I was pretty good.
Oh, and
Versus.
Confident here at 11. I would give myself a 10 still. I feel like you can't talk badly about your younger selves. Like, it's very important. You got to nourish the inner child, okay?
I love that.
And still, I think I'm a 10.
Contestant. No, it's not so bad at all. Versus how you rate yourself now.
I would say 9.
In this picture versus right now.
I would have to say confidence, self-worth, and like 139 pounds.
Okay. Hey. In this fantastic, I'm sure, culinary school, what would you be and why?
I'd have to say lasagna. Probably 'cause it's my favorite food.
Let's see what Asia
Garfield that
picks.
ass over here. And also because it has a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers to me as a person and my personality.
Fantastic.
Filet mignon, because I got
Okay,
that
so
meat
Asia
on me.
picked filet mignon.
Damn.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. Asia.
I can back that up.
Yeah. I love filet mignon. All right, Elise, if you were a dish, what would you be?
Frozen.
Okay.
I would do their comfort.
For food. Elise.
Damn.
It's probably like 12. No.
I have to start.
Pants because none of the gift shops sold pants.
Butter?
Yeah.
It's, what is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
During my first kiss, I was at 6th grade camp, and it was super dark, and I missed my crush's lips 3 times when we were going in, and he spread a rumor to everyone that I couldn't kiss, but I just couldn't see anything.
and you haven't kissed ever since. Damn.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
How often do you think about that experience?
I think about it often. Ryan, if you're watching this, fuck you.
Ryan, man, come on, man. She was just
I
trying.
never saw him after 6th grade camp ever again.
Oh.
My arch nemesis.
Shout out, Ryan.
Whoa. Shout out, Ryan.
I'm sorry you went through that. You haven't had anything embarrassing that has ever happened to you since 6th grade? That's pretty good.
Contestant number 2, didn't you ruin like a very important pair of shoes when you were at the foster care playing at the NBA?
What?
Wait.
Like my
little joke. That was a deep.
Has to go in.
You ruin NBA.
Okay, like you tell I don't know what those are, but they're like sleep with a gosh out of the 10.
Okay.
She was
Sorry, y'all, just skimming through it.
Jazzy.
At the in front of my entire family and
Yep, on the floor.
Appreciate the honesty, everyone.
No way.
All right, the tough part, we know what's about to happen here. Unfortunately, I have to eliminate one of y'all. Appreciate the honesty, I really do, but I think I'm gonna have to eliminate only one of us in this arrangement should be able to shit their pants. So Cassie, for that reason. Hi, I'm William.
Hi.
Nice to meet
As
you.
Amira.
You're so
Nice to
pretty.
meet you. Thank you.
What a freaking glow up, dude.
Yes, 2022.
How many pounds did you say?
39, yeah.
Hey, and that's if you still had
Bodybuilding.
another question, but first, life at a totally something.
But get beat by my dad.
Okay.
I cosplayed a punching bag.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, Asta.
I'm really sorry.
We can take a look at that video
just
too.
Me how to take a punch.
Oh shit.
Bitter experience when you were growing up.
At age 14, you were going out to clubs and I was winning the National West Pokemon Card Championship.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just shook off answer 1. Holy shit. I started blacking out again. I ended it and now I'm back in.
Hey,
Okay,
what I say about the lasagna, bro? There's layers.
Okay, you can laugh.
Yeah, you can laugh.
I ain't laughing at that. It's just.
I'm Latina, so I didn't do anything crazy. I was 20.
Let's see who. Oh,
Damn, bro, that hit harder than my dad.
And I feel terrible because I really do feel like we'd be like super tight. Wow. William, it's so nice to meet you. How are you? So wait, how long ago
damn,
was
that
this
girl's
photo?
fully tatted.
I think I was like 8.
And now how old are you?
22.
I'm a big softie, so I gotta ask you, how bad did the blackout on the neck hurt? That was
Pajama
probably brutal,
pants.
no?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I actually got a T-shirt made that says "Yes, my neck tattoo hurt."
I can imagine. Holy shit.
Male attention, but my tongue.
Oh, wow. It can move separately like ours?
Watch.
That's crazy. Yo.
Let's go.
That was fucking awesome, dude. Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, thank you.
Final 2. I have
That girl is
one more
Asia's friend.
question.
They've
If the
actually
girl
been
in that
seen
photo
partying at the
saw you
clubs.
Today, what do you think they would say to you? Asia, I'll start with you.
I already know if I saw my younger self and she saw me, she'd be like, oh my gosh, you're so freaking cool. Like, it does get better. We really do get kind of sexy, huh? And I'd be like, yeah, we do. And then I would dap her up and like take her to an arcade or something.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That was beautiful.
You think she'd ask you anything?
She would probably be like, what are we doing right now? Like, are we in college? Like, what happened? I'd be like, no, we dropped out.
Marissa, same thing for you.
She would probably be super hyped that we're embracing our curly hair. When I was little, I would straighten the hell out of it. I hated it. I didn't know how to do it. And now it's curly and big and it's fun.
All right.
And then Marissa, what about like an overall? Like besides the hair, what do you think she would say?
Oh, she'd also be happy that we got laser hair removal. No eyebrow, no unibrow, no mustache. Yeah, she'd be pleased about that.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Well, why do you think you should choose you? Like,
I'm super understanding and fun, and there will never be a dull moment with me.
She is super
And Marissa?
I think
understanding.
that 2 holes
Fun.
just make a person complete. So if we came together,
2 holes? 2 holes?
2 holes, just make a bigger hole.
Really, like, okay, you know,
We have 3.
half
Like we have to be whole and then we come together.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Two halves.
Two holes make a hole.
I'm just trying to make his life better and vice
Two holes.
versa. You know what I mean? Like that's okay.
No, I know what you're saying.
He's picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, I've been slipping up all day. That was really cute.
I think I blacked out.
That was, hey.
Holy shit, you guys blacked out together.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
that's so romantic.
Oh my God.
Holding toes like hands.
So, Will, you now have a choice to make: someone who is confident and fun, and someone with two holes.
2 holes to be exact.
2 holes. 2 holes make a bigger hole. I wish I could take both y'all on a date because I actually am very excited to see both of you. It's been really, really cool. Asia, I'm sorry.
No, my girl.
I apologize.
Wow.
You are so pretty. I'm William. Nice to meet you.
See, you're never gonna meet Drake.
You can't meet Aubrey, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you have really nice hair.
Thank you. Do I take this with me or?
Can I keep it?
No, you can't keep it.
Oh, no.
You missed out, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Can I say the reason why
Jammies. Kalohi called them jammies.
I love an ambitious baddie. That's like, to me, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Now, I do question you stopping the makeup line. I think, we should talk about that and like maybe,
Revisit.
All right, let's see.
You got me.
Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, you are so pretty. It's so nice to meet you. How are you? How are you?
Good. How are you? No?
Glow up.
Yep.
But the original stuff, you look fantastic in this too. You're so pretty.
Do you think I look the same?
You do look the same. Yes, you do.
Can you try to do that face as close as possible?
I feel like I need like a little flower.
Can I try to do the face?
Yeah, I think that's pretty weird, right? I think it's pretty weird that they're judging these girls based off of their pictures, while they were kids. I don't really like this game. So, do you think he made the right choice? Drop a 1 in the chat if he made the right choice. Let's see. There was something else that somebody brought up. Here, let's watch. This one's on like... This is Asia now, right? So here, let's take a look at this because this one people talk about a lot. So Jazz was saying, look at the way Neo looks at the two of them when Asia says that they are cousins. Now, for context, while he twerks in the back, this video was recorded on 4th of July weekend. I don't know if it was specifically on 4th of July, but they were going to a 4th of July party with the FaZe clan. So here we have Neo, we have David, we have Sakura, who I don't know really fits into this whole puzzle that we're trying to figure out, right? I think she's also Jason Lewin's ex-girlfriend. I don't know if they're currently dating now. And this is Asia Collins.
Did you guys know that me and David are actually related?
My second cousin.
Yeah.
Me and Asia go to like the same family functions. Like,
Look at that look that he gives.
Yeah.
me and Asia.
Why he gotta give that look for? And why are they staring at each other? Very weird, huh?
Go to like the same family functions. Like, we go on road trips. Like, she's in the backseat type. Low key,
Backseat.
I'll be there too, bro. So I'm driving. You're driving. I'm listening to I did. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see you were driving too. I was like, there's no driving there. Well,
Are you done?
yeah.
He was a fairy. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
He was a fairy. I have to take one piss before we leave.
Yeah.
Is that David? No. No. Who's that? Let me know when I call her. What was that reaction?
No.
Let me go over. Oh, dude, so tragic.
I want you to go under like an alias and make a whole different like genre of music to see if you can blow up again.
I'll be a rapper. Freaking.
Your rapper name? Big D. Big D's good. That's what I was saying. Big D. Yeah.
Do you like it or not?
You.
You like the verse? Why is Keanu Reeves singing?
Yeah, Foxy.
I can't. Well,
She said that they were second cousins, but
am I?
nobody believes it. Now, if we see here, our 20-year-old David does have 2 bottles of alcohol in his hand, right? So my question is what is a 20-year-old doing in possession of alcohol?
A lot of water. That's not water. So much water. That's not. That's water. We fill it up with water. Fill it up with water.
Okay.
Those are mine. Those are mine. Not no, it's Celeste. You don't want to play for something? That's water, guys. It's water. What is this?
And so here, right, you can see
No, it's Celeste.
they're telling Celeste to get out of frame. Real question? Which question did I ask? For the ones? I can't remember.
That's water, guys. It's water.
Are they currently still together? David is guilty?
You got drugs? Oh, wait, yeah, my pills again. Can you put this in the bag too? Well, you don't mind. I have a lot of pills. Can you put...
How's nails in the bag?
Fuck you, bro. I'm looking at your packing, bro.
Bailey, if you have that photo, send it to me, because I haven't seen it yet.
Fuck this, bro. Fuck all y'all. Dead ass.
Oh. Now, do we make up? Yeah.
ABC. Oh, yeah. I apologize in advance for the way my bathroom smelled. I took a shit there like 2 hours ago.
I don't care. I just took a shit.
Type shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. I had to go.
You're still not dressed, Guapo says. Guys, we're about to leave soon.
Everybody is dressed.
We're all chilling, bro. We gotta go.
There's no light.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Okay, ready to go?
Asia's playing with that belly button ring. Hey.
One.
So, gold diggers. So this is the Celeste that was in this video is Celeste Herrera. So not to be confused with Celeste Rivas, but this was Celeste Herrera who was at the party with them.
Are you just looking at that?
Your problem with that?
Are you not looking anything over it?
Belly button watcher?
Probably.
He's a belly button watcher. That's crazy.
We're so glad that you healed up, though.
I don't know about you, Dubs, but I was an angel.
Like maybe I thought.
I never did.
How far is the face?
Maybe. Oh wait, but I think you just need to plug it in first.
No, come in. You have to show your face. You have to show your face.
So that is Celeste Herrera that they're talking about right here. Right? Sorry. Right here. So this is Celeste Herrera, and you'll be able to see her later. She's got a Hello Kitty tattoo on her.
You have to show your face. Is this too much? Is that, you saw Glitz, is that too much for a face party? 4th of July like that?
Never too much.
Never too much.
Never too much. What did they say?
They said no.
Uh-oh, David is guilty, said, I never did. I was homeschooled, so I was never around it at my house. Uh-oh.
No.
Okay, thank you guys.
Never too much. I'm about to pop my titties too. Swamp is on. Once we get there, I'm pop my titties.
Dubs is telling me to
Oh, that's fine.
stop the cab.
Oh.
That's my dad's favorite song.
For free? David will do a lot for free.
I do a lot for free too.
Why are you grabbing my shoulders when you say that?
Yeah.
Do a lot for free. What is it?
Looking sexy?
Oh! I mean, hey, we should bring that girl up last night. Yo!
Cool.
Hi, bro. I gotta either shave again or let the goatee grow back out because I'm looking kind of crazy right now, son. I don't like the way I look right now. I look crazy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, let's go back. So this is Celeste Herrera. You can see here that she's got a Hello Kitty tattoo on her left arm, and I think she also has a butterfly on the back of her neck. This is Celeste Herrera, the other Celeste, as she has mentioned on her Instagram account.
Sorry. Look at that sexy boy right there. Look at that sexy dude right here. Look at that sexy man right there.
So, just so you guys can see for context, at first I thought it was a band-aid too, right? Maybe a potential bruise on his neck. Now, could he be potentially covering it up, right? Maybe there's a bruise under there, right? Maybe he could be covering it up by putting an American flag bow tie. I don't know.
Excuse me. Look at that sexy boy right there. Look at that sexy dude right here. Look at that sexy man right there. Twin him, bro. Sexy man right there. I'm David's one and only Asian, bro. No one else, bro. Sexy man right there. I'm David's one and only Asian, bro. No one else. Just me and David.
He said what?
I'm the only Asian for him.
Bruh.
Oh, you squished my.
Oh, were you okay? Were you okay?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Anybody want a PS5? Give away a PS5 on Secure Stream. We give away a PS5. Anybody want a PS5? Give away a PS5 on Secure Stream. It's mine. So all you gotta do is like, follow, subscribe, and sub for 3 months. To give 25 subs, you get a PS5. Guys, look at let's peep this candle right here. Look at this fucking candle, bro.
Everybody has pointed out that this candle is really sus, right? Why are they burning a candle in the middle of the daytime? Normally people burn candles, to get a smell out. I don't know. I think this one might potentially be a reach. I don't really know. Good question, but why are they just burning a candle in the middle of the day?
Guys, let's peep this candle right here. Look at this fucking candle, bro. Look at this fucking. What are we doing, bro? Hold up. Can I flip the screen here? Is there anything leaking? Okay.
What did he say?
Hold up. Can I flip the screen here? Is there anything leaking? Okay.
Is there anything leaking? That's very odd. That's a very odd thing to say, and that was a point of something that we debated, right? Was it weird for him to say? Is there anything leaking? Now, could he have been talking about any private information that may have leaked onto the stream? Maybe, or could there have been a different meaning to? Is there anything leaking? Maybe like blood? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious. This is a question that I've always wanted to ask you guys. Is anything leaking?
Hold up. Can I flip the screen here? Is there anything leaking? Okay. Don't dox me though. I'm doxing you. Where the address is 420 Street. Whoa! 69420 Street. Apartment number 6969. Are you ready?
Are you licking the address?
I mean.
When we get in the car, just cover the camera though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying she's a gold digger.
I ain't saying shit. Bro, go forward. Yeah, of course.
Gold Diggers said it best, right? They are doing too much. Why do they get to have fun and Celeste Rivas is most likely gone from this earth? They eat, stream, joke around, and where's Celeste Rivas? It's crazy, right? Because this is 4th of July, and if she was, obviously she was unalived before then, right? Sometime in the spring, or maybe potentially close to or around January 2nd. I'm really hoping that David is the only one that knows about this, because if all 4 of these people know that she is dead and they're in the house where maybe she was potentially stored, right, before she was placed in the trunk, it's crazy. Now I remember SF Investigates was saying in one of his videos that he did on with Jesse Weber, he was saying that he has no proof that Celeste was ever at the house on Vareo, right? Which is crazy because the day before or the same day that they left and went on tour, they departed from the house, the mansion in Hollywood. So was she just never at the house alive? Or just was she never at the mansion house at all, right? Until her body was stored. That is something that I've always wondered.
Be careful.
All right, all right, all right. What do we have? What else do we have? Anything else you guys want to see? You guys want to talk about? Any questions? Demonic behavior. Absolutely. Let's see if I have any other photos. These are some of the photos that we took. Are these all the photos that I uploaded? I could have sworn I thought it took more. Okay, so these are the photos that we took of the memorial. I have some other photos that we took from the liquor store too. I was able to talk to one of the liquor store owners, and they were saying that I think the next time I go out there, I'm gonna try to see if I can interview the liquor store owner. But they were saying that, you know, when all of this first happened, they were flooded with a ton of media, a ton of people kept coming by. But now that, you know, time's passed, it's been a little bit quieter, and they've just been able to get back to, you know, regular things. But yeah, let's see. Foxy said, I've been looking for 8. Oops. Foxy, I don't think anybody else knew that. I don't know if anybody else, I don't think anybody on the internet knew this, Foxy. But I guess now, if you guys don't know, now you know. I don't know if anybody got that. Cat's out of the bag. We'll let that soak in. Nobody caught that? I've heard, but I haven't seen. I don't have access to the Discord. Those are super hard to get into. Actually, I was in the Discord, but then somehow, some way, I got booted from it. I got banned. Reddit gooners. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? There's one interview that I wanted to rewatch. I think the next time we'll go through some of Ashley Banfield's stuff because I really like the way that she presents. But before we go, I do want to look up a video because I did hear that Ashley Banfield is leaving News Nation. So I just kind of want to watch that with you guys because she's no longer going to be with them. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it's not on here. Ashley Banfield have her own I think she does have her own channel. Okay, you guys. Before we go, it's members only. Boo. Should we join it though, just so we can watch it? Let me bring this over here really quick. We're gonna join it. We're gonna join it. You're talking about the Discord for David? Good question. I have no idea how I even got on it. Somebody sent me a link a long time ago, clicked on it, and
hello.
I was never able to get on it. So I don't even remember how I got onto it. All right, you guys. Let's take a look at this video. So Ashley Banfield is going to be leaving News Nation, and we want to know why, right? Let's go take a look.
Oh, just want to give you a big hug, members. Thank you so much for.
I'm gonna just let you guys know we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this video real quick, and then we're gonna call it a night. Again, happy New Year's Eve to everybody. Sorry about that. Happy holidays to all of you guys. For all of you guys that are still in the chat, thank you guys for hanging out. I know it's late wherever you guys are at, so thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's go ahead and watch this before we wrap it up and call it a night. So then all of you guys can get some rest and then party for the New Year's, right?
Being in this little crime club. So I just wanted to talk to you guys separately about the big announcement. It's really good for our little show and for your little thing that we got going on. I am going to start spending all of my time focused on this show, on this podcast, on Drop Dead Serious. Just a little bit of inside baseball here, but I literally work 16 to 18 hours a day. And it's nuts. I sleep, wake up, and instantly start working on the TV show, Banfield on News Nation. And sometimes in between, during the day, I'll talk to Lindsay, my producer, and we'll figure some things out for the podcast. But typically, I'm working on that TV show all day until 11 o'clock at night when I sign off live on the air. And then Lindsay and I turn our attention to the podcast. And sometimes I work until the middle of the night. And Lindsay, what was it, 7 a.m. or 6 a.m.? I think I worked till 6 a.m. 6 a.m. the other day in the studio getting the podcast done. And it is exhausting and I am burning out. And frankly, I love you and I love this. And I just love being casual and I love my hoodies and I love all of this. And so I'm going to start doing it full time. I'm stepping away from the nightly TV show, the live duties, the thing that keeps me trapped in a studio till 11 o'clock at night, Friday night, every single weeknight. When people say, can you come for dinner? Can we meet you in the city? Can we do all these things? I have to say no, because I literally am tethered to a live studio with a live TV show. And that is a massive amount of work, at least 12 hours a day to produce an hour-long live TV show. I like to tell people it's like doing a live Broadway show every day that's new. So, yeah, except you can't get anything wrong. It all has to be factual. And so it's a lot of preparation. It's a lot of planning. And it is an exhausting venture. So I'm going to be doing Drop Dead Serious full time. I am going to continue in a partnership with News Nation because we do have a very good working relationship. And so you will probably see not only this, but you will see my work on News Nation as well. And you'll see them using me in their digital space as well. And I'll be a contributor on their airwaves as well. So I've still got a great relationship going with them. We've just become business partners now, and they're doing business with me instead of me working for them, which is actually just a super delightful new freedom. And the focus that I can now spend on just you and this is something I've dreamed of for a long, long time. Even since before the inception of this podcast, I dreamt of just working for myself and producing for myself and having this community and this personal relationship that we have. So I could not be more just, I mean, I need a better verb, like I couldn't be more thrilled. I need, or an adjective. I need something to really articulate just how liberating this is, that I can do this. I'm so excited. And one of the things that you'll probably know, you heard me on the last couple of podcasts saying the merch store is open. I finally got the merch store going. Well, it took some time, right? Like, it's about time. It should have been open in the summer, but I can't do things like that because I'm working on the live TV show every day. So now projects like the merch store, projects like this membership, all of this, I can start doing way more regular communications with you, way more ask me questions, Zooms, whatever it is. I can start doing a lot more, focusing on you and what you want and what you like to see, and actually building a merch store. Like right now, we just kind of got it together and got it out there, but we're going to put way more cool stuff in there. And, that's the kind of thing that I'm super excited about. It's a whole other area, but I just believe that true crime fans, they amass in the digital world, not so much on the television world. I mean, they watch some things on TV, but quite frankly, I think we have discovered each other here, and it is a more personal thing. On TV, I'm a little more formal. I don't tell people to fuck off, On my podcast, I can be as salty as I am. Damn fucking right. So this is great. I'm so excited. I just wanted to share a personal, communication with you about that, because otherwise the formal announcements all go out. Anyway, thank you I just ramble. I really do. This is me. In real life, my husband can't stand it. And you guys are like, I want to see her. Well, you'll get sick of it because this is really what I do. Thank you, as always, for being a member. You have no idea what it means to me. I appreciate you. And like I said, now with this new freedom to work on this full time, I can do a lot more stuff like this and some more special stuff too. So keep your eyes open. I'll have lots more announcements soon. Mwah.
All right, you guys. So congratulations to Ashley Banfield. Looks like she's going to be able to focus on her channel a little bit more. And I just uploaded a few more emojis, you guys. So if there are any emojis that you guys want to see in the chat, this is your community. I'm just here hosting it, right? But yeah, we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 emojis. How cool, right? Anyways, you guys, let me come back to you guys. Put them up, put them up, put them up. All right, you guys. I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for spending these late nights here on Filling in the Gaps with me, Flo Joe. It's really crazy, right? It's like a surreal feeling just to kind of come on the internet and just kind of talk to you guys, report on some of the latest crimes that have taken place, and actually build a community with you guys. I do appreciate all of you guys who do hang out, who take the time to just respond in the chats. A lot of you guys are really, really cool people. Some of you guys, I don't know if you guys are David or not, and I don't know if you guys are lurking and watching some of the stuff, because sometimes I feel like, his camp is. And if you guys are, cool. Just hit the like, subscribe, and send a super chat or something. But anyways, all of you guys that have supported my channel, I really appreciate it. You guys have really helped me grow. I do look forward to spending a lot more time with you guys. We are now monetized, so I'm really thankful for that. It's all because of you guys. So I don't expect any of you guys to become members. Just you guys hanging out, it means the world to me. So I want to say thank you to you guys. It is New Year's Eve, so I want to wish you guys happy holidays, a happy New Year's Eve. I want you guys to be safe. Don't make any dumb decisions. It's the middle of the week, right? So don't get in trouble. But with that said, have a really good, safe, happy New Year's Eve. Gold digger just gifted a membership. So Zen Soul Studios, you were just gifted a membership by Gold Digger. So please, if you receive that gift and you're still here, please make sure you say thank you to Gold Digger. Do not drink and drive. I can tell you all about that, but that's gonna probably be in a members only. But you guys, I'm looking for suggestions on what type of emojis, any other cases you guys want me to cover. Um, for a very long time, I was really just focusing on the David case, but I'm really trying to. Sharon, thank you for your $5 donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it, you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the shit, and you guys are now. A lot of you guys in this chat are now in the inner circle, so I do appreciate you guys taking the time. Thank you guys. I will see you guys another time. Let me just give a quick shout out to Felicia for gifting a membership earlier today. Gold Digger for gifting the one membership. And then Sharon for your $5 super chat. Or super chat. Yeah, there it is. Thank you guys so much. That's going to be it for tonight. Have a good, safe New Year's, and I will see you guys later. Take care, you guys. Peace.